Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, future leaders of the world, I stand before you with a case, not in a courtroom, but in the court of truth, and the defendant, the school system, because for too long we've been told, sit down, stay quiet, memorize this, regurgitate that. For too long, young minds have been treated like assembly line products instead of unique souls with unlimited potential. Think about it. We live in 2025. Cars are driving themselves. Computers are writing poetry. Rockets are flying to Mars. And yet, our classrooms still look like they did 150 years ago. Rows of desks, bells ringing, students graded like cattle. Tell me, how can a system prepare children for tomorrow when it's still stuck in the past? Now, don't get me wrong. Education is powerful. Education is freedom. Education is oxygen for the mind. But there's a difference between education and schooling. Education inspires curiosity. Schooling often kills it. So yes, I sued the system. Not because I hate teachers. Teachers are heroes, fighting with broken tools. I sued because the system is guilty of crimes, killing creativity, punishing mistakes instead of celebrating learning, measuring fish by how well they climb trees. And let me tell you, the verdict is in. Guilty. But here's the twist. This lawsuit isn't about destruction. It's about transformation. It's about building classrooms that nurture inventors, dreamers, leaders, healers. It's about a system that values skills over scores, purpose over points, vision over validation. My friends, the future doesn't belong to the obedient. It belongs to the bold, the curious, the ones brave enough to question the rules and wise enough to rewrite them. So, I leave you with this. Don't let a grade define you. Don't let a test limit you. Don't let a system write your destiny. Because you are more than a number. You are more than a student. You are a creator of tomorrow. And when tomorrow's history is written, may it say that, in 2025, a generation rose up and said, we won't just go to school. We will build a better one. Thank you. School system is outdated, still resembling the 19th century. Walk into most classrooms today, and what do you see? Rows of desks, bells that ring like factory sirens, and students lined up as if they're on an assembly line. It's a design created for the industrial age, not the digital age. At a time when society needed factory workers, not innovators. Yet here we are in 2025, still training children the same way. Still telling them to sit down, stay quiet, and repeat after me. When the world outside is moving faster than ever before, and the system is struggling to keep up. Education and schooling are not the same. Education inspires. Schooling often suppresses. Education is about opening doors, sparking curiosity, and teaching us how to think. It's about asking questions, seeking answers, and daring to explore the unknown. Schooling too often is about following rules, memorizing facts, and repeating them back. It tells us there is only one right answer, only one way forward. But life doesn't work like that. Education prepares you for the real world, where creativity and problem-solving matter most. Schooling, when rigid, can box in the mind and clip the wings of imagination. Teachers are not the problem. The broken system is. Teachers are the fighters on the front lines, doing their best with limited tools. They stay late, grade papers, and pour their hearts into shaping young lives. They dream of sparking creativity, of inspiring greatness in every student they meet. But the system ties their hands, forcing them to teach to the test, forcing them to measure potential with numbers and letters on a page. It's not the teachers who fail our children. It's the outdated structure that cages both the teacher and the student. The system needs fixing, not the teachers. Current models kill creativity, punish mistakes, and value memorization over innovation. Children enter school full of imagination, full of wonder, full of questions. But slowly, they are told to color inside the lines, to stick to the rules, to follow the script. Mistakes, which should be lessons, become marks of failure. Instead of celebrating curiosity, we reward repetition. Instead of encouraging bold ideas, we silence them with red ink. The system teaches answers, not understanding. It trains conformity, not originality. And in doing so, it dims the very spark that could light the future. Students are unfairly measured by one standard, ignoring unique strengths. A single exam, a single grade, is often treated as the ultimate judge of potential. But how can one test capture the creativity of an artist, the vision of a leader, or the hands of a builder? How can numbers define a child whose gift is empathy, imagination, or innovation? Every student carries a different set of talents, yet the system squeezes them into the same mold. Some are made to feel less, simply because their strengths don't fit the test, and brilliance gets lost in silence. The world is advancing rapidly, but classrooms remain stuck in the past. Technology evolves every day, reshaping how we work, live, and connect. Artificial intelligence is solving problems once thought impossible. Medical science is extending life and saving millions. Entrepreneurs are building companies from a laptop and Wi-Fi connection. But step into a classroom, and it feels frozen in time. Desks in rows, chalk on boards, and a curriculum written decades ago. The gap between the pace of the world and the pace of education grows wider, and students are left preparing for a world that no longer exists. Real education should focus on skills, purpose, and vision. It should teach young minds how to think, not just what to think. It should build problem solvers, creators, and leaders who can adapt to change. Skills like communication, teamwork, and critical thinking should be valued as much as memorization. Purpose should guide the journey, helping students discover why they learn and what they can contribute. Vision should lift their eyes beyond the test, toward the future they can shape, because real education is not about passing exams. It's about preparing human beings to live, lead, and inspire. The future belongs to innovators, not just the obedient. Obedience may keep you safe, but innovation will move you forward. The world rewards those who dare to imagine something better. It is the dreamers who see possibilities where others see walls. It is the risk-takers who create solutions that change lives. History remembers the bold, not those who only followed instructions. Every breakthrough we celebrate began with someone asking, "What if?" Innovation is courage in action, fueled by curiosity and persistence. And the future will be written by those brave enough to question, create, and lead. Students must not be defined by grades or tests. A number on a paper does not tell the full story of who they are. It does not measure kindness, creativity, or determination. It cannot capture the spark of curiosity or the courage to dream. Grades may reflect effort in a moment, but they do not define potential for a lifetime. Some of the brightest minds once struggled in classrooms. Some of the greatest leaders once failed exams. Tests are a snapshot, not a destiny. Every student carries greatness within, far beyond what a report card can show. A new reimagined school system must be built, one that empowers creators of tomorrow. It must be a system that values imagination as much as information. It's a place where failure is seen as a step forward, not a setback. Where classrooms feel less like factories and more like laboratories of possibility. Where every child is encouraged to discover their unique gift and share it with the world. This system must prepare thinkers, builders, leaders, and dreamers. It must connect learning to purpose, knowledge to action, and vision to reality. Because tomorrow belongs to those empowered to create it. So I say this: we cannot keep patching an old system that was never built for the future. We must rise, we must demand, and we must create a new vision of learning. One that sees every child not as a number, but as a possibility. One that doesn't just prepare students to make a living, but prepares them to make a difference. The lawsuit is not against education, it's against limitation. And when the verdict of history is written, let it say, we chose to rebuild, not just for ourselves, but for every generation yet to come. Thank you.